Today I am here with a very interesting topic, that is being selfishness. So I consider that it is my prime duty to clarify you that what is the real meaning of being selfishness, because in this modern era every people are going to be selfish. So first of all I just want to share you that what is the meaning of being selfishness. So being selfishness is a human nature in which we do not think about others, and we do not care for others, and we only indulge in ourselves. This is called being selfish, and this is the bitter truth of world, because in this modern era every single person is selfish. Even our parents are also selfish, even our teachers are also selfish, every person is selfish. But there are two perspectives of being selfishness. First is that negative perspective of being selfishness, and second is that positive perspective of being selfishness. Because everything in this world, everything has some positive thinking and negative thinking. So same like being selfishness is also the positive perspective and also the negative perspective. So let's start with the positive perspective. Let's take example of our parents, that our parents teaches us and try to make understand us lots of things, and instead of doing all these, they just accept one thing from us, that is they want to see us to become a successful person in our life. In other words, being selfishness is meant when we do something for others, and instead of doing, when we expect something from that person, that is called being selfishness. And maybe that whatever you are expecting from that person is good or is very bad, because when our parents expect something, instead of doing everything, instead of teaching us, instead of making understand us, they accept that we will become a successful person in our life. So this positive perspective of being selfishness is also good for our parents and also good for us, because when we will successful, then it is not only a success of ours, but it is the success of our parents. Our parents will be known as the name of their children, and that's why they expect from their children that they accept from their children their successfulness. And let's take the example of negative perspective of being selfishness. Have you seen non-vegetarian people? They do not feel any emotions of that animal, only for their taste. Only for their taste they kill animal and they eat them. This is called the negative perspective of being selfishness, because in this perspective we do not think at all about that person or that animals, only to fulfill their own desire. This is called the negative perspective of being selfishness. In last, I would like to tell you that there are lots of things in our world, and we have tried to learn something from that thing, also some positive things, or if there are some negative things, then we have to avoid them and we have to accept positive thinking. And I want to tell you also a thing, that what is the importance of being selfishness, because in this modern era to be selfish is also very important for us. Let's take the example, and suppose you are a candidate and you are going to take the examination, and you are sitting in an examination hall. There are lots of students, and at that moment, at that time, if you start to think about other students, that oh my God, she is not writing anything, how she will pass in the examination, and if you start to think about other students, then you are destroying your movement, you are destroying your examination. So this is so in this time, or in this world, in this modern era, sometimes we have to be selfish, and instead of thinking others person, if you only think about yourself, that no, this is my examination and I have to prove myself, and I have not to think about other person and other students. It doesn't matter for me that other students are writing or not, it is just their destiny, I have to prove myself. Then it is also the part of being selfishness, but it is the positive perspective of being selfishness, because from being selfish in this sense we can improve ourselves and we can do something in our life. Only one thing have to remember, and we should always keep in our mind that if we want to become a successful person in our life, then we must have to be selfish, because there is no one in this world who can think for you and who can care for you. Only you have to be everything. That's all.